And welcome back, my fellow StarCrafters, to another Brain Against 458 part number 3, where these two players, these two fighters, these two heroes, these two entertainers are ready to show off on the arena to get themselves a little bit closer to winning this best of 5. The score for now is 1 win for both players. They both have taken 1 win of the other, which means there's 2 more wins to go for both of them, which means we're going to get at least a total of 4 games, maybe even 5. Who knows? I do. You don't, but I'm not going to spoil it. I know how many replays there are, but I don't know who's going to win or lose this one specifically. Pink, Protoss, 458. Northern section of the map. The west, occupied by Chogosu. 1 versus 1 Chogosu. Also known as Brain, arguably one of the best players in fastest map history, but is he still one of the best? I think so. I think he's still one of the best. I think he's still got it. He's been reigning as the supreme champion for the past 3 years. A few people did beat him in best of sets. 458, for example, has beaten Brain twice in the best of set, but lost more than at least 7 best of sets in the past 3 years against Brain. And aside from that, I think that maybe Lee Baku has won 1, maybe Biel has won 1, and Lucky Back has won 1 as well. And I think Mong has won a single best of set as well. And that is like, Brain has lost like 7 or 8 best of sets in 3 years. It's not a lot of best of sets he's lost. He's mostly won them. But then again, he doesn't play 1 versus 1 that much either. It's like, he plays like 1 day a week, sometimes 1 day in a month. Sometimes he plays a couple days in a row where he does 1 versus 1. It's really inconsistent, so I really don't know how much games he's played in general. So we have 1 for 1 Chogosu here, Brain, going for a factory first build order. He went for the very fast double factory. So 2 factories are on the way. 458 scouts his base, and he's in some trouble because we have double gateway there from 458, and the nexus are on the way, which means he can go for a pretty good counter strategy right from the start. This game looks good for 458. Now, if 458 had gone for a forge into a nexus, well, I mean a nexus into a forge into a choke, things would have been a little bit, you know, less fortunate for our 458, our Protoss friend. But now that he has Zealots on the map, he can go for the attack, and Brain skimped out on getting a bunker. He's getting one right now, but it might be too late because the Zealots are already in the base, already there to start hitting and killing wherever he can. There's a pylon there to block the refinery. Zealots on the scene. SCVs are dying, unstacking, trying to run away. Doing so successfully. He lost 1 SCV. Might lose number 2 as well. That one dies. Now the Marines are next. He's chasing him down. Marines are getting away to safety, getting into the bunker. Quickly get into the bunker, protect those SCVs. More SCVs are going down. Things are not looking pretty. Things are not looking pretty, my friend, but we have double voltage around the way from Brain. And that's a lot of SCVs down. He already lost 5 SCVs, and he's going to lose even more because more Zealots are arriving on the scene. Now Vultures are leaving the base there, though, going for their counterattack. He knows he cannot waste time. He has to get into 458's base before the cannons finish up. So he's running right across the map, hunting for that entrance. There's a cannon warping in. He's getting closer into the base. He's ignoring the choke. Tried to wall off, but couldn't quite do it. Arriving next to those probes. Probes are unprotected. Both players are going to kill workers, it seems. Both players are going to kill as many workers as they can, but cannon comes up. Vultures are blocked in, can't escape. One is going to go down. The other's going to go down as well. Oh, Brain might have just lost the game. He's not going to give up there, though, but he's having some trouble of his own. Oh, he calls GG. He does not believe. He does not believe. Both of those vultures getting blocked right around here because 458 built a pylon here and then put a probe right there. The vultures had nowhere left to run. The probes were protected by the cannon. Very quick loss by Brain. One of the fastest losses by Brain I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever seen the 2 factory build order go wrong that badly, all because he wanted to, you know, not build the bunker, and then it turned out he had to build a bunker, but then it turned out the bunker was a little bit too late. So now we got 2 wins on the board for 458, which means he needs 1 more win to crown himself king against Brain. 458 has really been showing up time and time again to really be a scary Protoss, although in the last game it was more so just some build order luck and bad luck. Sometimes build orders, sometimes you just win by having the correct build order because the opponent went for the wrong one. Sometimes players gamble a little bit, they try to get away with, they try to get away with gambling and risking some certain stuff, and then the risking some certain stuff doesn't quite work out, and they, get ass blasted into outer space. As we saw just now with Brain, who gave up the race pretty early. So game number 4, score 2 wins for 458, 1 win for Brain. It's not looking good for Brain, but we have these two players right next to each other, and Brain starts off with Barracks first, which might mean he's going to go for a rush with... basically, just let me explain this. It's easier to explain than to give examples. The 8 Barracks build order, so Barracks before Supply Depot, it gives you more Marines earlier into the game, because it takes 14 seconds for an SCV to spawn. If you build it on 8, you get your first Marine out 14 seconds faster, but your second Marine also comes out 14 seconds faster. Basically, all the Marines you make come out 14 seconds faster than if you go for Supply Depot on 8 and Barracks on 9. That's the entire idea behind the Barracks first build order. And because you got the Marine out 14 seconds faster, you can go for a Marine rush on the choke. If the Protoss went for a Nexus into a Forge, into a choke, into a gateway, into 2 cannons in the choke, most of the time the Marine arrives when the cannons are still warping in. So there's quite some power packed into that 8 Barracks build order. Also, when the Protoss is going for a rush, like 2 gateways or 3 gateways, you have a lot more Marines to defend with than if you went for the Barracks on 9 instead of 8. Brainier though goes the wrong direction, and it looks like 458 has found Brain there with the probe. Now the one downside of going for Barracks supply Barracks is that you have to delay the gas and the Academy a little bit, so you do get your stim and your medics out a little bit slower in exchange for having more Marines. Now 458 there going for Command Center first because he's expecting 458 not to rush him, and he might actually be slightly wrong because we have 4 Zealots. We have 6 Marines. He stopped Marine production for a little while. He's waiting for Supply Depot to finish up, but now the Zealots are coming in hot, ready to start striking before the iron itself is hot. He just wants to strike before it's too late. He wants to do a little bit of damage with those Zealots and buy himself time to get cannons up in the choke. But a Marine there walks into the choke, gonna walk right into the backside and get information. There's a double Nexus build order there from 458, and he's right next to Brain, who has the hillside advantage to push towards the probes, with tanks on the high ground and tanks being unloaded next to it and crawl closer to those probes. So Brain has an easy game this time around, easier than on any other location. 458 though is racing against the clock. He has to kill Brain early, or get himself very fast carriers to prevent those, tank drops from killing his probes. That is my prediction, but other things might happen. I've seen these games play out completely different from my expectations given the situation. Facts around the way there from Brain. Double gas, no scan there yet. Got a stim. He's scouting that base. That's why he's not building the scan, because he's running around in circles in 458's base. He knows what 458 has and does not have. And going for the triple Nexus slows down all the technology that 458 can build by at least 30 to 1 minute. 30 seconds to 1 minute. So Brain has some time to go bigger. Zealots in his base trying to kill his stuff, but not gonna work. Instead, the Zealots are gonna die. So 458 forced to retreat while taking a lot of fire from the Marines who do not have stim yet, but the stim will finish in 1, 2, seconds. I wanted to say 1, 2, 3, but it was 2. I was wrong. He's stimming down those zealots, and now he's gonna run for the front door with his one cannon. This game might be over faster than expected unless he builds something in that choke point to block those Marines and Firebats out from entering. One cannon in the front. Brain is waiting in the front. Might try to gun for it, might try to go for it, and the zealots do buy time for the cannon in the back to buy even more time to do damage. Oh no, those zealots are going down really quick, faster than I thought. Goodbye choke, 4 of 8 tried to lowball it. Firebat runs in, going for the home run. Choke is dying, 2 Marines, Firebat there on the scene. Pro running to safety, goes for the Nexus because the cannon is there protecting the Pro. He cannot go for that cannon. So Brain there took advantage of 458 trying to play it cheap. Tried to play it too cheap with his choke. Cannons came up too late. As I said before, these players like playing risky to try and get an advantage over their opponent, but sometimes playing risky backfires pretty badly, and now a tank is in your house. Calls GG. 2 very short games in a row. The score is evened up 2-2. Both players are in a position to win the best of 5. Both players dying quickly to their own mistakes. Also, I have to open Brute War because it disconnected me in the game. So just give me a little second and I will reconnect at the speed of light. Well, I wish it wasn't at the speed of light. It's just a little bit slow sometimes. The program is a little bit slow sometimes. It's just a thing with StarCraft 2 Remastered. It's not really that well optimized in my opinion. Let's rejoin the Battle.net and let's look for the replay. I gotta find it again. Luckily, I moved it to an easy to find location before casting. So there we are. Let's load it up and start. And contemplate and look into the future, or try to predict the future on who is going to win this set. Is it going to be Brain or is it going to be 458? Both players are in really good positions to win. It's a cross map spawn. Both players on the 3 location and the 9 location. It's the green Protoss against the yellow Terran. Brain against 458. 2 of the very best 1 versus 1 players in the world facing off in the arena for you and I. Is my body ready for this? Well, probably. But is yours ready for it? Only one way to find out. That's by joining me on this final little ride. The final mile in this race. Game number 5. I always like having those very dramatic intro sequences that have no reason to be dramatic. Perhaps it's a little bit over dramatic. Is it too dramatic? You decide. Let me know if am I being too dramatic with my introductions? Perhaps I am. Perhaps I'm not. Maybe it's just a little bit fun to be dramatic. We don't always have to be so serious. We don't also have to be too silly. We can walk the line in between silly and serious. I think that's the sweet spot. Not too serious, but a little bit serious. Not too silly, but a little bit silly. It's like a healthy diet. A little bit of both. You need vegetables, you need meat, you need fats, you need vitamins, nutrients, fruits, whatever. You need all of it in a healthy diet. And I think, with content creation, it's kind of the same. You need a little bit of both. A little bit of that meat, a little bit of that vegetable. I tried to make it rhyme, but you cannot force meat to rhyme with vegetable. It's not possible. I tried, but it's just not possible. You can say factory, it rhymes with B. So what's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be a factory that rhymes. Technically, it doesn't, but phonetically, it does. Anyway, that aside, let's enter the base of Brain, where 458 just found out that Brain is on the 3 o'clock spawn location. Double barracks, fast refinery. Whereas 458 went for double gateway nexus, do a forge, and he's going to build a choker in the front to keep the Marines out. And this time around, he's not going to build 1 cannon, he's going to build at least 2. I'm sure of it. He does not want Brain to get an easy win like last time. Again, because that was painful. Let's bring in some game sound. For some reason, the game sound was gone after I had to reconnect. It just disappeared. Never to be seen again. Gonna be 2 cannons. Is it? He's waiting. He's not gonna build those cannons yet. He's moving his probe to build them. 2 cannons. Not 1. It's gonna be 2. Marines against Zealots. 4 against, I think that's 10 Marines? Realistically, 4 Zealots can kill 10 Marines, but that's if the Marines don't micro, but Brain is great micro, and oh, this is gonna be dicey. Brain is giving up SCVs to try and run for that choke and kill it, but 2 Zealots are slowing him down. And he's losing SCVs in the back. Lost Firebats killed the Zealots, but I think he lost 3 SCVs before. And the cannons finish up in the front, so that was not quite worth it. And I disconnect again. I don't know why I'm disconnecting from Battle.net, but it's happening. It's annoying. I don't know why. But it turns out that today is not a good day to be playing games. It turns out. Factory on the way. Very quick, fast factory. Command center also on the way. Brain standing in the front. Both players are looking at each other in the eye. It's a standoff, how do you call it, a Mexican standoff, where in the Western films they're looking at each other with their guns, holding their guns in their holsters, and whoever draws first gets to shoot first, but sometimes you miss, and then on the return shot, you might just get murdered by the gunshot. Mexican standoff, a Western standoff. If only I could play some of that Western music while watching this, I would play it, but I would get a copyright strike or claim, and that would hurt the video, and I would lose monetization. Maybe even have to take down the video, or maybe even have to take down my channel if it happens more than 3 times. It's a 3-strike system, so I wish I could play Western music while looking at this scene right here, but sadly, YouTube will not allow it. The war over there for 458. 5 cannons in the front and the gateway in the front there as well to make sure that Brain is not gonna break through. He wants to prevent it from happening at any cost possible. Very fast start there from Brain to counter the shuttle. He's getting siege mode and getting a siege tank as well. Little turrets coming up. Marines against Zealots and Firebats. Zealots do lose the fight though because we have medics, Firebats, and Stim. Stim and medics being the big difference maker there, killing the Zealots and forcing them to retreat. Was it worth it for 458 to kill that many Marines and Zealots and lose that many Zealots? I don't know. Usually on fastest map it doesn't make that big of a difference. An equal exchange of swords. Support by finishing up, Citadel Wolfaduna on the way, triple gateway there for Zealot production. One Reaver queued up, will soon queue up number 2 after the shuttle finishes up in the other robo. And for Brain, we're still on a very small little bit of production capability, 29 SCVs. Second Command Center is finally operational, tanks are rolling to the front, we're starting to push on that choke, Reaver's almost finished up. He's going to unload something beyond the high ground here. Oh, the shuttle does not take damage, that's good, that's good. He's going to try to take down the tank, does not die, so goodbye Zealots, but it did buy him time. Buying himself time was important because when he has the Reaver, the shuttle and the Reaver will be able to kill the push with some good micro. But I've seen it go wrong for people before, where they rely on a single shuttle with a Reaver to defend themselves against the push, goes in, picks it up, beautiful shot there on the tank. The shuttle and the Reaver both stay alive. Shuttle is on low HP, but they stay alive. Reaver is on even lower HP. But it miraculously stayed alive on 7 HP and he kills the push. Now he's going to try to kill the cannon. He's kill anything, try to make at least something happen. Marines go down, cannon stays alive, and the Reaver shuttle drop is now going across the map. But likewise, a tank drop from Brain is going for 458's mineral. But he has cannons on the bottom side. And we have the shuttle getting taken down there by Marines, by Brain, and now tank drop arriving on the scene. Gonna shoot! It cannot shoot, very close call. So both players make some really good moves. 458 gets his shuttle intercepted by Brain, moving Marines to the middle to take down the shuttle. And likewise, the cannons all finished up just in time to stop the tank drop on 458's probe. So both players still have their economy fully operational. Both players have not taken any damage whatsoever, except of course for the 3 cannons in the front that went down, and the Marines that died giving their life, taking down those 3 cannons in that choke. So a lot of gateways on the way there for 458. I don't see a Stargate there yet. On 4 robotics, 1 more warping in. Reaver there crawled back home. We have 2 cannons on the top side. Definitely his weak side. He has a lot of them on the bottom, almost nothing on the top. There's 2 more cannons warping in, but a drop will arrive before those 2 cannons finish up, which might mean that we're gonna see probes dying to the hands of a tank controlled by Brain. But Brain is waiting on the top. And while he's waiting on the top, those cannons are finishing. Those cannons are finishing, and Brain might have just waited a little bit too long. Just a little bit too long, and might miss his opportunity to kill those probes. He's just taking too long waiting on the top corner there. Zealot speed is on the way there for 458, getting shield, getting Dragoon range. Whereas Brain's getting goes in, Ray taking some fire. Tanks arriving, tanks unsieging, sieging up actually. And he gets 1 shot off, but kills almost nothing. So a little bit of good control and luck there on 458's side prevents any damage whatsoever. And now he's got 43 SCVs against 68 probes from 458. Make it 69, make it 70. Shuttle drop there leaving the base. Marine spots it out, so Brain will probably respond. A lot of tank up there being prepared for Brain to try and hit those probes yet again. Actually, it's flying right here. There's a spot to try from right here. That's the spot. This is impossible. This is impossible. There's too many cannons. Oh, he's not even going to try. He's just going to put tanks on the high ground and see if he can kill the pylon or something else. Drop on the top side to kill some Marines. Another drop there going in. Marine not responding. Starts unloading. As Reaver's on the scene. As he run away just in time. Tanks take a big shot. Get another one. Kills 2 tanks. Does not lose the Reaver shuttle, but loses it after taking out the tanks. Really good control. One more shuttle there on the side. That one is pretty much dead and gone. This is just being annoying. Just being annoying. Oh, they're both microing there. Oh, this is cute. A cute little mating dance between shuttle and dropship. Here in nature. Both players enjoying their little time together here on these high grounds next to the base. The tanks all still alive. 1 zealot went down, but there's 3 more zealots waiting to unload. They're spending way more time on this than they should. Way more time on this than they should. 3,000 minerals in the bank is for 458. You cannot unload here. Sometimes this is just completely full, and you cannot get a zealot onto these spots right there on the sides. Highly annoying, but not really losing too much here. Also, some cannons on the bottom side. Dragoons are coming in to kill the tanks, but they're going to miss a couple of shots. Actually, they hit almost everything. Taking that down. So finally, that annoyance on the high ground is gone. It's gone. Drop on the top. Ready to drop a rock on those. Well, a storm, actually, not a rock. Goes in. Sees it, knows it's coming. Oh, he tried to kill that shuttle, and these 2 others came in. By pure chance. By pure chance. More tanks on the high ground. Once again, being highly annoying. 98 probes from 458, overshooting the probe mark by about 20. He's going to kill a couple of them later on. Drop comes in over this very good angle, starts unloading on the scene as he's there, ready to storm Templar. Storm Templar hits his own Templar, but does kill about 20 SCVs. Beautiful storm drop, exactly what he had to do, but sadly killed his own Templar as well. That might have been able to kill more SCVs if he had gotten 1 more storm off. So I've been ignoring the upgrades there. So 0-1 there for Brain on the Marines, 0-0 on the tanks. Zealots have 1 shield, no armor, no attack. Getting air armor, getting ground weapon and shield, getting force number 3, getting Kandarian amulet, which is Templar energy. Dragoons are clearing out the sides from vision to make it easier to drop and harder to stop the drops. Once again, tanks unloading on that high ground. Brain is being highly annoying. He's adding a small little mini game into this game where 4-8 has to kill tanks on this high ground every single time, again and again. Drop comes in, top corner, really good drop, killing most of the Marines. Reavers are killing whatever they can. These tanks are within range of the Reavers. Largely killing units, largely killing turrets. Not really killing any SCVs, but that is not important. Open up a big hole on the top side, kill the engineering bay as well. He's largely just being annoying while going for a switch up and attacking the front. Although he's failing with walking through because for some reason it just didn't work out. He clicked on something. He's attacking now. Kills the depots. Front door is open. Marines from the back going to the front. 6 tanks are protecting one on the high ground. Okay, so we opened up the front. It's not much, but it's honest work. Opening up the front gonna make a big difference. So ready to go for a drop from the top. This one is not very well protected from the top side. Scans coming down, scanning the entire base. Kill a lot of cannons there with those tanks on the high ground. They're now being rebuilt. He's gonna try to snipe some probes before the cannons finish warping up. But now a drop comes in there from the top side by 458. Brain not responding. Arriving on the scene. Hits all the SCVs. That's a lot of kills. Went down from 65 to 15. Big hit. Brain is in trouble. I tell you, he's in trouble. Arkham there doing loads of damage on those tanks on the high ground. He can shoot at exactly the distance. The cannons are in danger. Going to take it down once again. It's 19 SCVs alive for Brain. Things are looking grim. Bad. Things looking bad for Brain. This reminds me a lot of game number 1, where things were not looking pretty either for Brain. This time around, 4-8 managed to hit a really hard hitting blow. Just kill some probes and keep attacking the front, and Brain will at some point not be able to reproduce all the units he's about to lose. So you choose. I need one more word that rhymes with choose, but what do we deduce from this situation? Do we let the goose loose? Comes in over the front. The wall had not been rebuilt. Failing to walk through because the Dragoon was blocking the entrance. Tank and high ground are being a bitch. Loaded one side on the high ground. Tank gonna go down. Marines coming to the back. Let's go back to the front. Drops there. Arriving at 4-8's base. Gonna aim for those probes. All the probes go down. So he's got 16,000 minerals. The tanks will get taken down. That's a lot of damage by Brain onto 4-5-8. Down to 15 probes, but 15,000 minerals. He can keep on producing and attacking for a little while longer. But the drop was a success. Both players are below 100 supply. I did not think I would see that happen this game. I did not think that would happen. So Brain immediately spends 7,000 minerals on a lot of production because he knows he's got to keep the ball rolling. He's got to keep the ball rolling. He just queued up all of his structures to the brim, and he's going to keep on attacking. He's not going to let Brain recover from that big hit on his SCVs earlier, while he has to recover his own worker count from the drop that hit him. 1-2-1 there on the Dragoons. 2 shield, 1 attack, 1 armor. Tanks are on 1-1. Marines are on 0-3. Very strong Marines. Walls off that front. Yet again. Drop looking for a way in, but tank on the middle of the map finds and sees the shuttles. That is gonna give Brain some time to respond, react, and build some protection. Medic there sees it yet again. So many annoying units all over the map, giving Brain vision. Comes in, Shill's getting sniped. shuttle in the front goes down. Shuttle number 2 goes down as well. Templars too far away. He's going to crawl forward. Templar storms on 3 SCVs. At least he got something. Not much, but better than nothing at all. One more storm. Marine snipes the Templar. 39 probes. 46 SCVs. Both players are on about equal footing, but Brain still behind with the size of his bank. 458 can pretty much just keep on sending unhindered. Whereas Brain has to be careful. Drop comes in, bottom side. Shuttles unloading, Marines too far away. Templars right next to the SCVs, but too far away from the SCVs to hit them. Have to crawl forward. Hits a couple of them, kills 6. Another storm comes down, kills another 2. Make it 4, make it 6. That's 13 kills. Yeah, that was a successful drop. Brain's economy is so small that losing anything is pretty bad. I can't put it any simpler. Losing anything is pretty bad. Because he doesn't have the money to replace what he loses in time. What's 458 now back on 54 probes. Has enough money in the bank. And a whole lot more coming in. He's got some gas in the tank to keep on rolling. Drop from the top side there. Not much in between. Marines are skimming in, trying to snipe the shuttles. Shuttles are turning around, trying to fly around. Trying to micro. Templars cannot unload. But he still has to run away because you never know. Maybe there's still a Templar inside one of those shuttles. So Brain largely just losing units, tanks and Marines. Turrets as well. Big army moving over the bottom side. Going to snipe over the hill. He's going to clear out those engineering bays with the Dragoons. Take away some of the vision that Brain has on that high ground. Drop comes in yet again. I've been saying this time and time again. Templars very close, but Templars can't storm. They don't have energy. He's waiting for the SCVs to return, and he hits a pretty good one. Kills 4, maybe 5. Could have been way more. More Templars, though, and Brain runs right into it. Loses all of the SCVs down to 13. He had so many Templars that you just don't know how many storms he's done. It's hard to keep track in the middle of all the action. How many storms did he use? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? He's got 6 Templars. Did he use 6? Does he have more energy for 2 more? We don't know. But he used a lot of storms, and Brain moved back just a little bit too fast. Now he's losing his tanks on high ground. The Dragoons are shooting across the hill. That's something they can do. They can shoot across the hill. They killed some turrets, they killed some engineering bays. They did a lot of damage in addition to killing all those SCVs. 84 supply for Brain. Brain might just lose this game as 4 of 8 now on 54 probes. 8,000 minerals, maxed out supply. Really big drop over the bottom side. Dragoons cleared out the path, made an opening. There's not much here to defend. He's got bunkers, he's got tanks and Marines. But will this be enough? Will the drop be enough? Will the defense be enough? Comes in over the bottom side, starts unloading. They're on the scene. Templars on the scene, but SCVs ran to safety just in time. Look at how many zealots there are. There's zealots all over the place. The bunkers are his last line of defense. The tank is shooting from the bottom side, hitting those zealots, but the zealots are... He didn't storm yet. He did storm. Okay, correction, he did storm. But now SCVs are trying to protect the bunker. Arrives on the scene. And now going to take down the Templar with the SCVs. The Templar actually had 81 energy. The Templar had 81 energy, but 4 of 8 wasn't looking at it. He could have stormed, but he didn't because he wasn't looking at it. But Brain now on 68 SCVs. He lost 20 supply in that fight. And he's got some tanks on high ground that are being annoying, but they're not really doing much anymore. Largely just being annoying. Drop comes in, top side, going to take down those turrets, just kill real estate, kill structures, kill buildings, force the Marines to stim to the top, and then kill the Marines. Just kill anything. 4 of 8 can just kill anything. So no matter what, if he kills something, Brain is losing. Another drop, they're going to follow up on this large settle drop. Marines clear out the ground. The upgrades are 1, 3, 2. Very weird upgrades for 458, but he's making it work. Drop comes in, top side. Next to the SCVs. Loading 3, 4 Templars, storming all over the place. Hitting a lot of SCVs, but not killing a lot of them. But he's got more storms, waiting to use the final one. Actually, does he have one left? Nope. Brain calls GG though. He does not have anything left to defend with. It's just impossible to win from this point onwards. And 458 wins the best of set between 458 and Brain. 458, his Protoss might just be a little bit too powerful for us mere mortals to survive. Not even the Brain God could survive the Protoss by 458. 458 has become, in my opinion, one of the most fearsome Protoss players in the entire galaxy. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. RGB is signing out. 458 wins with 3 wins, 2 losses against Brain, who could not keep up. See you soon, my friends. See you soon.